I would like to first start with what your priorities are going to be for the year with that budget.
Well, what the government is trying to do is to do the projects that we have started. There are numerous road projects that we've started. There are about 100 primary schools that we've also started, for which we intend to deliver about 200 primary schools furnished and equipped for the children before the end of March. Then we also intend to conclude our power project. We have promised the people of Rivers State and by the end of this year, they will have regular power supply. So we're focusing on the conclusion of most of the projects that we started in the first tenure. And again, because of the congestion of traffic in the state, we are opening 2 new roads in the city that will cost us in the neighborhood of 130 billion naira and 63 billion naira. We would commence those new projects, but we'll try and conclude the roads, the schools, and the health centers that are yet to complete, and power. We also intend to commence construction of the new university that we're building in the new city, and the construction infrastructure in the new city. That is what the budget intends to achieve this year.
Governor, when it comes to revenue, there was the bond issue to raise because the infrastructure project in River State, particularly, I hear.
You need to repeat what you're very faint. I need to hear you properly.
I was talking about the infrastructure for River State. I phoned there and I was told that it seems that there's a lot of activity happening when it comes to that infrastructure. Very ambitious plan there. I also heard that there was a bond issue that was raised earlier on this year and particularly last year to be able to fund that infrastructure. How far are you with that bond issue?
Well, you know, it was like one of our critics here said, the assumption of the critic was that we've been taking bonds for some time. Now, we've not taken any bond yet. We're yet to take any bond. We'll be funding our project from the resources of the state coming from the Federation Fund. Currently, we had loan facilities from 2 banks, which some will pay part of it back. But beyond that, we are funded from the state resources. However, we are about to take 250 billion naira bond to fund the marine project. It's supposed to be like there's a gap between when we receive the fund and when we are able to deploy it. So whatever money we get from the bond will be like a bridge financing.